Hello all, today I'm going to tell you about the Maasais. Maasais are the most popular tribes in the African continent. The word Maasai has been derived from the language which they speak. Their language is called Ma. Since they speak Ma language, they are called as Maasais. Nowadays, they also speak Swahili and English language. These people are practicing semi-nomadic pastoralism since very origin. Nowadays, they are also adopting the modern lifestyle. They represent the most popular tribe in Eastern Africa. If we see them from their outer appearance, they resemble a mixed race of Negrito and the Mediterraneans. They are tall in height, they have a dark complexion, lean physique, they have knotted hairs which are often cut short. Their earlobes are stretched, which they have done by themselves. Coming to their territory, Maasais originated in the north of Lake Turkana in northwest Kenya in the lower Nile Valley. Presently, they are inhabiting in large number in Kenya and Tanzania, that is the Eastern Africa. Here you can see I'm showing the location of their territory. Now this area is again very important because here we find many of the important national parks. One has been devoted to them and it has been named as Maasai Mara. Here there are other national parks also, such as Samburu, Ngorongoro, Amboseli, Nairobi National Park, Serengeti National Park, Lake Nakuru, Manyara, and Tarangire. All of these places are now national parks. Coming to the food habit of Maasais, as has been mentioned earlier, they are animal rearers. So, all of the Maasai needs for food are met by their cattle. They eat the meat and the blood, they drink the milk of those cattle. They often drink the blood of those animals, fresh blood, as has been shown in this picture. You can see the Maasai man is drinking fresh blood. Again, for meeting their requirement of meat, they used to slaughter bulls, goat, lamb occasionally and during special ceremonies. They often go for hunting of small birds and small games. Recently, Maasai have developed dependence on foods such as sorghum, rice, potato, and cabbage also. So, due to modernization, their food habit is also changing, as you can see from this last statement. Although originally they were mostly meat eater. Coming to the house type of Maasais, their traditional house are designed for people on move. As they are rearing cattle, they have to move from one place to another, and because of their mobility, they make their house a temporary house, and it is made from all the materials which are available in the nature adjoining to them. Their houses are called as Inca Zizik. These are huts which are circular or loft-sized and are made by women. You can see here Maasai women are engaged in making the hut. These huts are traditionally made with cow dung mixed with mud to prepare the wall, which have been structured using stick. As you can see, they are using sticks to structure this grass, sticks and grasses. Some of the sticks are also used for the roofing purpose. The floor is kept barren. Again, all of these houses are located in a cluster of their group. The village is enveloped by a circular fence called engkang, built by men. This was basically to protect their cattle during night from wild animals. As you have noted earlier that most of their area where Maasai inhabited are wildlife rich areas. So they have to protect their animals from the wildlife. Again, coming to the cloth and ornaments, Maasai are very distinct from all other tribes in South Africa because of their cloth, because they wear such a cloth which is called a piece of cloth called suka. In their Maasai language, this cloth has a combination of red, blue, white, green checks and streaks. Both male and female wear this cloth. They wear it in either tie it by their shoulder as capes, or they tie it around the waist as a skirt. Some of the men are often seen with a rungu. Rungu is nothing but a wooden throwing club. It is like a stick. Males are often holding a rungu in their hands. Both male and female shave off their head. In most of the cases, you can see here these are women and they have shaved their heads. Again, preaching of the earlobe is very common, and even stretching is also commonly seen among them. The women wear necklaces of multicolored beads. Here you can see both of these women are wearing multicolored beads. Coming to occupation, Maasai have been very calm and courageous. They have to be courageous as they are rearing cattle in between the rich wildlife area. They make their living from herding of cattle and goat. The young men are trained to hunt for food and to protect their family and cattle. They often trade with the neighboring community in milk, meat, and leather that they derive from their cattle. The classification of work between man and woman is strongly visible among them. We can find that Maasai men have the responsibility of hunting, taking care of the livestock, and protecting their home, family, and the community from the animal, be it wildlife or other tribal groups. Here you can see a man with a stick taking care of his herd. Okay, coming back to women, women have the responsibility of cooking, raising children, constructing house, and taking care of man and the house. Coming to Maasai society. Maasai society is basically patriarchal in nature. Elder Maasai men joined with the retired elder people determine most of the major decisions of Maasai tribe. Again, the Maasai man's wealth is basically measured in terms of the number of children he have and the number of cattle heads he owns. Again, here one thing has to be noted that if a person has many cattle but no children, then he is still considered as poor. So, children are more important than the cattle. Having children is much more important. So, although they are monogamous, they often practice polygamy. Here in religion, they are monotheistic. That is, they believe in single God and they call the God as Angai or Ankai. Angai, the God, has a dual nature. One is benevolent, that is good God, and that dual characteristics, the good characteristic is called as Angai Narok. Angai Narok. And the other face, that is the vengeful face. It is called Angai Na Nyoki. Angai Na Nyoki. There are also two pillars or totems of Maasai society. One is Odamongi, that is the red cow, and the other one is Orokiteng, the black cow. Coming to the other practices of Maasais, we can study their culture. Maasais have a strong cultural background. Maasai boys are crowned warriorship or moran if and only if they kill a lion single-handedly with a spade. But this tradition is now not in existence due to conversion of major parts of their territory into wildlife sanctuary. Again, coming to the other practices, the youths are permitted to the adulthood only through circumcision in both the sexes. They are very fond of dancing and singing. While singing, they have a song leader called Olarangeni. He or she, the Olarangeni, sings a melody and the other jumps with its tune. The male makes sound to mimic cattle sound while jumping in the air. The man that jumps higher than his peer is considered more masculine and therefore more attractive to young women. The women, on the other hand, as has been shown here, they move their necks and soldier and make their heavy necklace move backward and forward. Here you can see a Maasai man jumping very high. Coming back to the traditions and cultures, the Maasai man, when he becomes old and nears his death, he usually calls all of his sons and distribute his wealth, basically comprises of cattle. All of his sons were given his wealth, but all of his sons, they give a share of their own wealth to their elder brothers, and this tradition is called as Angokim. This is basically a profiteering in their father's death. Now, even after the death, they also shows a very delicate relationship with the nature. When among Maasais, when a person dies, his dead body is taken to the open. It is some animal blood and fats are massed on it, and then it is left out in the bushes for predators to eat. They believe that after a life ends, all of its purpose also ceases to exist, or he completes all his purpose on life, on earth. Some people call this as predator burial. So here we come to an end of the Maasai life. Maasais have fewer problems because they are now including themselves into the modern lifestyle. Some of them are educating into modern education system and are adapting modern services also, but they are still a strong tribal group in the African nation. With that, I'm concluding. Thank you.